After Arjun and his friends went missing, the fear in the village of Kayalivan had deepened. The villagers had become more cautious than ever about the dark hours. Children did not dare to play outside without their mothers, and everyone was locked up in their homes as soon as the sun set. The village head, Mahadev, who was already associated with many ghosts and superstitions, was now worried. He discussed with his elders and decided that there was no point in waiting any longer. Something had to be done to save the village. He once again gathered the bravest men of the village and made a plan. Mahadev took out the oldest and most mysterious book in the village, which had been in his family for generations. It contained many secrets and tantra mantras written in it, which no one had dared to use before. The book contained a method to subdue the cannibal spirit, but it was very risky. It was decided that Mahadev himself would confront the cannibal spirit and try to destroy it forever. Some other brave people from the village agreed to go with him, but they knew that if they failed, not only they, but the entire village would fall prey to that terrible curse. The night of Amavasya came again. This time, Mahadev and his companions headed towards the cave with full preparation. They were armed with mantras, tantra mantras, and were confident that this time they would put an end to the cannibal spirit. As soon as they reached the cave, they encountered a horrifying sight. There were already skeletons of some people lying scattered outside the cave. They were of Arjun and his friends. Mahadev encouraged his companions and asked them to move forward. Strange sounds started echoing inside the cave once again. These sounds were of some invisible power, which was trying to instill fear in their minds. But Mahadev ordered his companions to keep courage in their hearts. They went deeper into the cave and saw the place where the cannibal performed his cannibalism rituals. In front of it, there was something written on a big stone. Mahadev saw the writing and understood that it was the same curse that made the man a cannibal. If this stone is destroyed, then perhaps the curse will be broken. But as Mahadev proceeded to break the stone, suddenly the air inside the cave became colder. With a terrible scream, the cannibal man appeared. There was the same madness and hunger in his eyes. Mahadev immediately started chanting mantras, but the spirit was too powerful. The cannibal man started attacking Mahadev's companions. Some of them fell to him immediately, and the cave echoed with their screams. But Mahadev was not ready to give up. He chanted mantras with all his might, and at the same time struck the stone with his trident. As soon as the trident hit the stone, there was a loud explosion. The walls of the cave began to shake, and the cannibal man turned into smoke with a painful scream. Mahadev and his surviving companions quickly ran out of the cave as the cave began to collapse. When they reached outside the cave, they saw that the whole cave was slowly collapsing and eventually engulfing the ground. They knew that this was not the end, but they had weakened the power of the cannibal spirit. Returning to the village, Mahadev announced that the threat of the Kali van was now a little less, but not completely over. He advised the villagers to be cautious, as more effort was still needed to destroy the spirit completely. After that night, some peace returned to the Kali van, but the villagers knew that this was just a battle. The war was yet to come. The story of the cannibal man and Mahadev's courage was told in the village for generations, so that no one could awaken the cursed spirit in the future. But it is said that every new moon night, a strange rustling sound is still heard at the place of that cave, which indicates that the curse has not been completely lifted. The soul of the cannibal man is sleeping somewhere in deep slumber, and the day is not far when it will wake up again.